Let's get right into the news.
That's right.
Breaking news, Elliot, 27, found dead in the street.
That's right. It was rather unfortunate this afternoon. The police found him in a dumpster. Oh, my gosh.
Well, half of him in a dumpster, the other half on the street.
That's just...
It looked like he had been run over with his own Jeep.
Wow. I didn't even... He drives a Jeep?
He used to.
It'd be a better bit if I didn't have jalapeno in my mouth. Am I right?
Yeah, it would be. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Lake City Variety.
It is Lake City Variety.
We had plans to actually branch out and do Variety today.
This is the news episode, actually. I don't know what you're talking about.
Walter Cronkite here. The president is dead.
No. Oh, frick. Well, what do we do now?
JFK has been shot in the head.
Oh, shoot.
360 no-scope, cross-map, headshot.
And it was...
212 XP points.
Wait, and who did it?
The FBI did it.
Good job, FBI.
Yeah.
I mean, bad job.
Well, the guy that, I think was on the FBI that was supposed to protect Kennedy when he was there got promoted a week after that.
Yes.
So...
President dies under your watch. You
get a promotion.
Shadow government.
Yeah. Anyway, so
hey everybody,
we were gonna plan. We had a D&D episode planned for today, even
yes.
though Elliot was killed. It will most likely happen soon, if sooner rather than later. But we ran into an issue with scheduling and things going on. So hopefully soon there will be a D&D episode. We promise we will varietize ourselves for you lovely varietizers out there.
What a great name.
I think it's a great name, yeah. I'm going to enjoy these jalapeno poppers. I'm wearing my kilt right now.
He is.
I surprised Levi at the door by flashing. No, I'm not flashing.
Well, I mean, he was wearing a kilt, and I went for the honey, where's my pants?
And now we're sued.
Now we're sued.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which is okay.
Anyway.
He's going for the popper. And I am going to fill space. Welcome to me filling space. It snowed this past weekend. That was kind of strange. And
wait, stop. Don't tell them that. They'll know where we are.
It snowed in lots of places, Paul. And you tell them the location of the podcast.
That's the joke.
You tell them the location. Longtime viewers of the show know where we live. Also,
you fresh viewers on YouTube know where we live.
More people than I think is actually reasonable were not in town for the first snowfall that I know.
Really?
Which is kind of funny, actually. One of them was in D.C., and the other took a trip out west to Cali. And so they're going to come back from their, gloriously warm, fall-like weather to the pit of cold.
A couple of my coworkers were in San Diego for a conference, and I was jealous.
But, I mean, you should also feel bad for them since they're going to come back.
Yeah, they flew back. They're already back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came back on Sunday.
I did go to the airport for the first time in my life, actually.
To this airport?
Any airport.
You've never been in an airport?
I've never been to an airport.
In your entire life?
In my entire life. I've never flown in a plane either. I don't think they're real.
I can understand that. Yeah, they are real. You can look up and see them.
Planes are not real. It's a hologram.
Birds aren't real. Planes are real, though.
Planes are not real. Birds are drones, and the government watches us.
Well, the hay bales are the government, and they hire the birds.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. This just in. The shadow government has emerged.
This is the conspiracy episode.
Listen,
Elliot is the voice of reason for this entire show.
Okay, if
and
Elliot
we have to
is
edit
the voice
out
of reason,
we have to edit out every single time he tells us the bit isn't funny.
That is true. He's a very good guiding voice for what we're doing here.
Yeah, so now that he's gone, we can do whatever we want. Like eat jalapeno poppers on the show. Oh, I accidentally turned the studio couch into a recliner.
Yeah, you broke the back of it.
Yeah. By not even slamming onto it. I sat down normally. And
on the couch?
And it went
you didn't sit down on the back?
No. I sat down like this.
Yeah, that's a bad couch.
Well, it's the $100 studio
it is a $100
couch and love seat set. So, you know what? I don't feel like we're losing any money on it.
Sometimes you win some.
Sometimes you lose some.
Sometimes you lose some.
What song are you?
It's a Life 97.3 song.
Well, now they really know where we are.
Now they really know where we are. And you can give to them.
My work gives them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Like the tune of tens of thousands of dollars a year.
Do they advertise for them?
Nope.
Nice.
We donate money as a company.
Well, and like it makes sense for companies to do it because it's incentivized in like taxes and stuff. But
yeah,
that's cool.
Yep. But it's not like we already do a bunch of other charities too.
Like the dog one that just happened.
Yeah, like the dog one that just happened. I'm still finding cat fur at my work. It's not as bad as it could be because at least I don't have to take a Benadryl every 3 seconds. But I'm not happy anyway.
Yeah. Slowly recovering.
Yeah. The earth is healing.
Dude, okay, so
that
reminds me.
You got real excited.
No. Okay, you don't like when things like this happen.
Yeah,
you get really excited. So
you got a new job.
No. Although that would be exciting. So we did like an outreach kind of thing on Thursday last week.
Okay, yeah.
And so just instead of doing a regular service, we all went onto the streets, gave out some soup. I just burped away from the microphone, so you all can feel happy about that.
Yeah.
So we're like going out and doing something like really charitable, and honestly thinking we're probably not going to meet a lot of people because it's the first snowfall. It's really wet, like it's cold. People are going to be somewhere just holed up.
Yeah, they're going to be inside, not shoveling.
And so like we found a few people downtown, and it was really cool to talk with them and give them some stuff that they needed, if they needed it, or maybe it was for someone else too that they knew, and to give some hot food out. But apparently, one group met this person, and this is where like you don't understand the depth of like absolute joy that this person like gives me, because they meet them and they like chat for like 10 minutes about this guy's story, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's really good. You know, like they're getting to know him and they really care. Then they spend that person that they met spends the next 20 minutes talking about how the earth is flat.
Hell yeah.
Like like this does not like I've never
that brings
even
me joy.
Been like I haven't been one bacon away from someone who knows someone who actually believes the earth is flat.
Yeah.
And like for like my childhood conspiracies.
By the way, I'm 7 degrees away from Kevin Bacon.
I'm also
in real life. Yeah.
Are you actually?
I am in real life 7 degrees away from Kevin Bacon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I won't. I'll do the chain later.
You should do the chain right after this.
No. It's like I have to pull it up because I have to do like the stupid numbers again. But it is. I am 7 away from Kevin Bacon.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
One of my friends made it in Comedy Central.
Did they actually?
Well, a friend from high school is a not super close, but he has a Comedy Central contract, which means he's met some people, which means those people have met people, and it's like 7 away from Kevin Bacon.
You definitely are very close.
I'm closer to The Rock than I am to Kevin Bacon.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. It's like 5 to The Rock. Anyway.
But I just loved the idea in high school of the earth being flat.
Oh, yeah.
Like I would go to their website. I'd like look at some of their Wikipedia stuff.
Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Yes, the flat globe.
Remember when Elliot and I were flat earthers for Halloween?
That made me really happy.
It's still on the Chi Alpha Facebook page or Instagram page.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
We can go pull it up.
I will pull it up. Anyway, so you fell into it hard in high school. You were a true flat earth. Not really. You
I mean, like
funny.
I like we were straight memeing as high schoolers do, and honestly, like partially picking at, like making fun of people because we felt smarter than everybody else, which obviously is wrong because we were really stupid, and I'm really stupid now.
Because we were idiots. Yeah. Anyway, oh look, here's a nice video of you.
That's one of my favorites, actually.
Is it the Thanksgiving devotion?
Yeah.
It's a good one. I gotta find. Anyway, so yeah, high school. Go back to it. Here it is. I found it. I had it saved. It's only got 32 likes, so I'm a little sad about that. No overly dark costumes. No sexually inappropriate. Dang it! I wasn't allowed to come. It was sexually inappropriate for me to come. I also made
as a flat earther.
I made a tinfoil yarmulke.
That's a good costume. That's a real good costume.
Flat Earth t-shirt with a tinfoil yarmulke.
I'm kind of sad I never dressed up for Halloween this year.
Yeah. I just got really excited for Halloween this year, and then
you got bit really hard.
I got no trick-or-treaters.
I've never...
That's the last of the Halloween candy.
To the Halloween candy.
To the Halloween candy.
It's just a bowl of, like, Hershey's Kisses, which is a great candy.
Like bottom of the barrel. That's like the bottom of what's left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Flat Earth Society High School. It's a great time.
It is a great time.
Just reading their posts are hilarious. Did you watch the video of the guys who accidentally proved the Earth was round?
No,
I mean
didn't.
they've done this many times, but there's one where it's like, okay, if you have a board with a hole,
yep,
and it's at this certain elevation,
yep,
like whatever elevation,
yeah.
and you go a mile away or like slightly more of a mile away, like 16 miles away,
yeah,
and then you have another board up with a hole at that exact same elevation as the hole that you have, and you shine a flashlight through. The beam of light won't go through the hole, so you won't see it.
Yeah.
And unless you raise one of the boards up, like I think the board that doesn't have the light on it, up like a set amount of inches equal to like to calculate for the curvature of the Earth.
Yep.
And so they did that, and they did it at night, and they were like, oh, that's weird. And then, okay, now raise it up, and they could see it immediately, and they're like, oh, no. I'll see if I can find that video. It's great.
That's ridiculous. Can you imagine your world just getting completely shattered in a moment?
I mean, absolutely I can.
That moment was them.
Yeah.
Or that moment was that for them. There we go. I can speak. Welcome to the Speaking Podcast. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, it seems that the Mets have just won the 1889 World Series. What an absolutely strange game. Before baseball was even a sport, they just won it. That's the only time they've ever won anything. I hope. What else is a good news bit? Shoot. I don't know dates. Oh shoot! It's 1914, and the Hindenburg.
It's 1945, and the Hindenburg is
and the Hindenburg. Well, it was
the Hindenburg.
It was around World War II that the blimp burst, wasn't it?
July 15th, 1942. John Kennedy is born.
Columbus sailed the ocean blue
in 1942.
In 1942.
Columbus is my cousin from Queens.
He's a pretty nice cousin from Queens.
He did not make it around the ocean blue.
I'm just saying, sometimes...
He did not make it to France.
Sometimes you just got to tell the guy...
Here it is. I found it.
Like, you got to do what we're doing or you sleep with the fishes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is. Here's the video.
Okay.
I won't play it because I don't want to get a strike.
Yeah. That's okay. So the guy's cutting a hole in a board because they're trying to prove... Oh, it's in French? Are you kidding me? Or is this German? En licht op ver meter boven water.
They're talking in like whatever.
Okay, but you have German subtitles for some reason?
For some reason. Well, it's the video itself has them.
Yeah, because obviously the Earth is flat, so they're doing this experiment to prove that.
Yeah. So if they hold the light there, they won't be able to see it. So they can't see it.
Okay.
So you can't see it. And he's like, We can't see you, Enrique.
Okay. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. They just proved the Earth's round.
They just proved the Earth is round, boys. They did it. Oh, man. Oh, now we do. Interesting. Anyway, that's the video. It's a 35-second clip of them proving the Earth is round.
Yeah, that kind of sucks for them. Mm-hmm. To have their whole lives ruined in a single moment.
In one moment, everything they loved was gone. The Earth didn't exist anymore. Do you think flat earthers love the Earth, or do you think they despise it?
They have to love it, right? Like if one of
Otherwise, would they care so much?
I don't think they would. Like, if you can imagine, if your whole worldview revolves around the fact that the Earth is flat.
Your whole worldview?
Your whole worldview, exactly.
Revolves?
Exactly. Welcome to all of the irony.
Welcome to Pun City.
You have to care about the world, right? Unless you only view the world as a disc that you can like conquer and mine into to get all of the riches that you need.
I just want to get to the Antarctic wall keeping us from falling off.
Like the thing is, if the world is flat, is global warming real? Do they have opinion pieces on global warming?
Is night and day just when it flips over?
I don't know. Is it like Minecraft where like
it just goes over? I don't know.
Like if you
I do know that they don't believe in gravity, or at least not all of them believe in gravity.
Does the Lord love them enough to keep them on
No. They believe in density of objects, which requires, having mass and gravity.
So if you're more dense, you stay on the Earth, and if
well,
you're less dense,
we're more
you fly
dense
away.
than air.
Yeah.
So the air, pushes us down.
Why doesn't the air go into space?
Something more dense or less dense is pushing it out. Like space is less dense than air.
So you're telling me that
so
the Earth
they
is like
basically
the center of the universe?
They proved that Earth has gravity by saying that it pushes down.
All right.
Anyway, so they believe in like density or whatever.
The doctrine
There's also
of
another really fun geometry trick you can do by you can make on the surface of the Earth a triangle with 3 90-degree angles.
Okay.
Using like 3 different cities. You can make a triangle.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And so that's impossible on a flat Earth because you can't have a flat triangle with
3 90-degree angles.
Yeah. I don't know what shape you would call that. A 3-edged like hemisphere shape of it.
Like a circle triangle?
Yeah. Like a pyramid with a circle butt. A pyramid with a big ass. Damn, girl. Your pyramid thick. I want to be buried in the thick mid. I want to be buried in the pure thick.
You want to be buried in the pure thick?
Listen, I want to be buried in the pure thick, ass up.
I
want to be on my face and knees and just have. Okay,
are you?
I'm done. Someone's not. Elliot, you got to stop. Oh, never mind. Oops.
Oh, hold on.
We're getting a call. We're getting a call from Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz.
Call back.
Wait, we can't talk about Elliot right now. Why can't we?
Elliot 28, welcome to the studio. Welcome.
Hey, it's so nice to be here, guys.
That's your impression of Elliot.
Well, what does Elliot sound like?
Not that he doesn't sound like you smoking.
Well, that was like the grittiness. Like he, shoot.
Like I don't know. Hey, I don't think we can do this.
Hey, guy. Hey.
It's 1945, and Elliot has just. I almost said his last name has just been born.
Would you have to edit his name out of the podcast?
I would have to
not
edit.
Here.
I almost said his last name.
We could tell his address, and you would never know, and we'd edit it out.
I mean, would we? Would you?
I would.
Uh-huh.
I don't actually know his address. So
I don't either.
It'd be really hard for me to say it.
I know exactly where he lives, and I know what street he lives on, and I could tell you the blocks that he lives next to, like the corner he's on.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you. I don't know his house number.
Neither do I.
Mm-mm.
I will say, however, these
I don't know your house number. Don't you live on
closer there? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I know what you're on. I know what you're on now. I remember.
Nice verbal trick there.
Yeah.
For all you who missed it, Paul is not speaking in his microphone sometime. I was gonna say, I'm a large fan of these jalapeno poppers.
They're good, and they're
straight popping.
They're good, and they're not like I'm gonna die later because they're too spicy.
Yeah,
they're they got a good crunch to them. They have a decent snap. The breading is okay. If it was fried, it'd probably be better than baked. And the cream cheese is always soft.
And the jalapeno is just enough. It's not like
how
overbearing.
Yeah, how is it dipping it into the buffalo sauce?
It's absolutely fantastic.
Isn't it?
As someone who has a deep-seated appreciation for spicy, and the reason I have a story to tell in a second.
Okay,
I love the buffalo ranch with the jalapeno poppers.
That's a good combo.
It is a really good combo.
Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo sauce mixed with the Hidden Valley Ranch. Then get just your Walmart, Our Family brand.
Paul, are you sure you should say Walmart? They might know where we live. Is that a good bit?
Oh, sorry. Super one.
Oh, frick. That's a bit closer to home, actually. I can't do this with my left hand.
Sorry, I shop at Beals.
What the heck is Beals? Beelzebub?
No. Or
Okay.
Bell's.
Bell's.
It's a southern store.
Bell's. Love's? You shop at Love's?
I shop at Love's gas station. I actually bought that complete suit of armor they sell at Love's gas station.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I'm kidding you.
Frick, no.
Did you think I would buy that? It's like $900.
Dude, you're supposed to say yes, I did.
I already bought the kilt. Do you know how much this kilt was?
$900?
No, like $400 though.
What about if you just bought a foot of square land in Scotland?
That's like $50, and I don't really care about that.
You'd be Lord.
Boop!
I wanted to say your last name so much.
You did. You did say it. You did say my last name. You're good. Make the boop. Do the boop.
Okay.
Boop. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
We're getting rid of my last name in that.
Yeah. I'll edit
Listen,
that out
I
later.
just want my family's property back.
Your family's property?
Yeah, my family's property from 175 years ago.
Your Scottish property.
Mm-hmm.
Piss, I can't do this so much. This is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Dipping.
It's just there's no weight in this paper plate anymore, so it just likes to twist and rotate, and I am greedy and I want more ranch on my jalapeno poppers.
You have one popper left.
I know, but that's enough sauce for one popper, like 1.5 poppers on this plate.
Are you gonna put all of it on that one?
Come on, boyo.
You gotta get that whole top side. Flip that one over. Take it off the fork.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Paul!
Stop! You're using your knee to pull the popper off the fork.
Well, how am I supposed to twist it over, Paul? Yes! Yes! I have triumphed. Oh, that was so easy.
Was it? That looked really...
As I use my knee to continue to hold a plate.
Stop using your shin to...
If you guys didn't see any of that...
Of course they didn't.
I'm holding a mic in one hand, and I'm holding a fork with a jalapeno popper in the other. And all of that shenanigans...
We're too cheap to buy more than one monitor, or more than one mic arm.
And all of that shenanigans is me trying to dip this jalapeno popper on a fork in ranch on a paper plate.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And now it's covered in ranch. Nom, nom.
I'm so proud of you.
I have achieved greatness.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. You want this $1?
Thank you, Dad.
2080 Ti Founders Edition RTX.
Are you sure it's in stock?
We'll trade for 4 RX 580s, 4 GTX 1070s, or any mixture of cards capable of totaling 120 mAh per S. So he's a miner trading a 2080 Ti.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think he's having success?
No.
Because he'd have to give up 4 of something that there is none of right now?
Exactly.
For that one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That guy is straight up
He's not going to
absolutely
get it.
ganked.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
popper.
I barely got my 3060. And I'm not going to, I'm not going to say a 3060 is not a good graphics card. It is a very good graphic. I mean, I stream 1440p, 60 frames per second on, like, modern games. Are you licking the fucking plate? Are you licking the plate?
Ranch is really good.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Did
No.
I really just look up from my phone to see you licking the plate?
Yes. Well, I was looking at my fork, which I used to scrape the plate. It's more elegant.
Have you ever licked the butt end of the fork because you're like, oh, I'm not getting enough of the sauce with the fork. Time to flip it over and use the handle and then lick off.
Dude! 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 This is the greatest idea you've ever had, Paul. This is the worst idea I've ever had. This is so much worse than the top of the fork. There's not enough surface area here.
Yeah, there is.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you got to use it like a spoon.
Oh, it's like a spoon.
Yeah.
Paul. Paul. My hands are covered in sauce now.
I know. You disgust me.
That was beautiful.
Did you have to put your mic right up next to the plate when you were doing that?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Well,
sorry.
I hope you guys have enjoyed eating in the main episode. Very strange for us.
Yeah,
usually a bonus episode.
Now the bonus episode is going to be munching free.
That's right. Munch free bonus this week.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
That's right.
We got like...
It's great. It's ad free.
16 episodes on there now. We should have 17, but we only have 16.
Well, Dune.
I could release the unreleased D&D episode.
Is it refined enough?
Oh, no, not even a little bit.
But
we could release it.
It could be released
to make up for that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you release it like this is like not even like a regular bonus. This is like the meme bonus. This is like the deep. This is the deep cut of Lake City Variety. This is the Thursday,
not Tuesday drop of what we were like week 3 when we were like, let's do a D&D episode, and we're just not ready for it at all.
And it was not the greatest thing.
And it was not good, but Bruno's on it.
Bruno is on it.
Yep.
It was pretty sick, actually.
Bruno is on it.
I forget what we were doing.
We were in a dungeon crawler, so it was an entirely visual thing where you need a map to look at.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But theater of the mind, am I right?
Yeah, except if we had been playing it as theater of the mind, it would have been fine. But since we weren't, it isn't.
Mm.
Anyway, be happy I'm not wearing this in traditional style.
What, so I can see your crotch?
Yeah. Do you know what traditional style is?
I know what traditional style is.
Okay.
I can see your underwear right now.
Yeah.
And I know that traditional style is without underwear.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the whole 9 yards?
Like, what do you mean?
Is that 9 yards of fabric?
That's not what the whole 9 yards is.
That's what the whole 9 yards is.
That's not what the whole 9 yards is.
I'm going to Google it right now.
The whole 9 yards comes from the machine guns on planes. It was 9 yards of bullets, and the whole 9 yards means you used all 9 of them. This is not 9 yards. 9 yards of fabric. You know how many times you could wrap around my body with not... Listen, I'm fat. I'm really fat right now. You know how far 9 yards of fabric would go around me?
I'm
it would go around me like
still on Wikipedia.
6 or 7 times. Yeah, because it's about the guns.
All right, so let's read this since we're a research podcast. The Oxford English Dictionary finds the earliest published non-idiomatic use in an 1855 Indiana newspaper article. The earliest known idiomatic use of the phrase is from 1907 in southern Indiana. The phrase is related to the expression "the whole 6 yards," used around the same time in Kentucky and South Carolina. Both phrases are variations on "the whole ball of wax," first recorded in the 1880s. They are part of a family of expressions in which an odd-sounding item such as enchilada, shooting match, shebang, or hog is substituted for ball of wax. The choice of the number 9 may be related to the expression "to the nines," or
to the 9,
in parentheses,
the 9-foot guns.
To perfection. The use of the phrase became widespread in the 1980s and 1990s. Much of the interest in the phrase's etymology can be attributed to the New York Times language columnist William Safire, who wrote extensively on this question. Wait, to the nines? What is that?
Is that to the 9-inch guns?
Origin. The phrase is said to be Scots in origin. The earliest written example of "to the nines" is a phrase from the 1719 Epistle to Ramsay by the Scottish poet William Hamilton. "The body lines, therein thou sent me, how the nines they did contend me." Robert Burns' poem on the pastoral poetry, published in 1791, also uses the phrase, "Thou paints auld nature to the nines in thy sweet Caledonian lines." Brewer's Dictionary of Phrases and Fables. So, for the record, Paul, you're wrong.
So are you.
Also, I'm wrong. Also, I would hazard to say that with how sure Wikipedia seems, they also could be wrong.
Yeah.
And so I've learned
no one's
today,
actually correct about this.
Everybody's wrong. The Earth isn't flat, but the shadow government does reign.
Okay, so I paid $500 for my graphics card. Which, you know what? might have been overpaying, but it is like $70 over MSRP for what the card is.
It's not bad.
Which is like, for this time of year, for how it's been, that's really good. I got a 30 series card, a 3060, which with 12 gigabytes of RAM, video RAM.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, and like it crushes. Anyway, this person is selling for $500.
Yep.
A gigabyte GTX 1080 G1.
Just 1 gigabyte?
No, it has more than 1 gigabyte.
Okay.
However, it's a 1080.
Yep.
Which came out what year?
Like
2017, if not 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. For $500, it's used. It's a used card.
It was used for mining.
I got mine like sealed in box.
For less than 5? No, you got it for 5.
Yeah. For 5. Mine was factory sealed with a warranty card.
So
for 5.
Some people are dumb, right?
Like, you know what? I did pay a scalper an extra like $70 or whatever. But you know what? At least I didn't pay $500 for a 1080 G1.
A 4-year-old graphics card that's been used.
Yeah. And it says, been sitting on a shelf for a year and a half. It's like, I don't believe you.
The shelf of your server mining Bitcoin?
Here's what we need. Soundcraft LX7 II 24-channel mixer.
Bro.
It's only $750.
Are you kidding me? You want to get a 24-channel mixer? Can you imagine having a podcast episode with 24 people on it?
I would love that.
4 is almost unmanageable.
4 is chaotic.
4 is
enough,
absolutely
though.
blasted.
2 is not enough.
I don't know. 2 is okay.
2 is okay.
2 is like the bare minimum.
Because now no one feels left out or like they don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
But
it is hard to fill space.
Yeah. At the same time, I can't just let you guys riff on it and then try to come up with a bit that's gonna like really make it, and then have Elliot glare at me when I say the bit and have to delete it from the episode.
But that's why Elliot27 isn't with us anymore.
Yeah, he kept stomping on my bits, and now I stomped on him.
Wait.
Wait, never mind.
Hold on a second.
Frankie, what's that, Frankie?
Frankie? We can't say that? You're going to replace us? Frankie, please. No. Frankie. Why would you say that? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Lake City Variety.
Lake City Variety.
Wow, it's episode 21. Wow. So great to see all you here.
It is episode 21. Holy cow. We're almost at the amount of regular episodes where if you skip the ad and then maybe the last couple minutes of the episode, you can't listen to us in one day. Just the regular episodes.
Also, something to think about, too,
is we've almost been doing this for 6 months.
We've also been doing this for 6 months. And we could technically have a season 2. We're almost to season 2 amount of episodes.
I know. I mean, if we were on Amazon Prime, we'd already be on season 3.
That's true. Or honestly, a Netflix original show.
Or if we were on HBO, we'd be on season 4. HBO has some good shows, though. I really like Band of Brothers. The Pacific is really good, and I just rewatched Chernobyl yesterday.
Is Chernobyl about Chernobyl?
Yeah, it's about the Chernobyl accident.
Nice.
Very good show. It has Dr. Eric Selvig as one of the main characters. So the guy actor that plays
the guy in Thor.
Yeah, the guy in Thor.
Nice. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he does a really good job of playing a communist party man. So
nice. My roommate just ordered a new phone.
Nice.
Also,
what'd they get?
A Google Pixel 6, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
Also, I literally just died, and you played it off really well, Paul.
I know. It's my job.
To play it off. To the job.
To the job.
All right, Paul just died.
Excuse me. I hate how I sneeze because it always destroys my throat.
Well, now we're both dead.
I have
not as dead as
Elliot27
or
Paul
Levi and Paul 1.
Levi and Paul 1.
Wow.
Holy kick. A 2022 cool bus.
Are you looking at Facebook Marketplace right now?
It has treads.
Are you kidding me? How much? It's $5,000.
We have that much money.
We do have that much money.
We could buy the cool bus, a 2022 cool bus.
Are you kidding me? It has treads.
I want to buy It has a wood stove too.
Do you have a license to drive it?
It's based on weight and not on length. So technically, you can drive this.
I could drive that?
Yeah, it's because it's a short bus.
No, you need a special license to
No,
drive a short bus.
not for the short bus. Only if there's kids on it.
Are we not kids?
No, we are not children.
That shocks me.
Which is why they can pay for our content, is because we're not children and we've never had children on the show.
Woo! Pay for our content.
Except for Bruno.
Wait, Bruno's a child?
Bruno's 17.
Frick.
Actually, I think Bruno's older than all of us.
No, Bruno's 8 days younger than me.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
He got ganked.
He got straight ganked.
And then, yeah.
It was kind of funny for me to realize, because he was like my, spiritual advisor person of sorts for a little bit.
Yeah, and then
that I was actually older than him.
Didn't it make you feel responsible and like you really got a hold on your life?
Oh, absolutely. It made me feel the exact opposite.
When your spiritual advisor is younger than you, it really just makes you feel like a piece of garbage.
Yep. And now we're here.
It doesn't matter how much younger they are. It could be one day. They could be born the day after me, and I'll still feel like a piece of crap because I'm not as with it as they are.
Or 8 days younger than me.
Or 8 days younger, and then you feel 8 times worse. I think if I did my math right on that.
You did your math right.
Yeah.
You did your math right really well, Paul.
He's crying. He's crying.
I just...
Here, have a jalapeno popper. Have a jalapenos.
Oh, thank you. This is so kind, out of the generosity of your heart.
I know, right? Aren't I the best?
Now I can get more ranch off of this plate and not look like an idiot.
You're going to take some plate with that.
Oh, I know. But we need to get this ranch, Paul.
You're a madman.
Well, at least I am a man. Which cannot be said about dogs.
Oh, you were going to say that about me, and I was like, what? Listen,
Now
it takes a real man to wear a kilt.
It takes a real man to turn into a dog.
Yeah,
Paul.
it takes shoot, who is that?
Like what are you thinking? Like an Airbuds episode? Someone turned to a dog, like cats versus dogs, cats versus aliens, dogs versus doggerinos.
It takes a nice Tim
Dogging
Allen.
with
It
the
takes
stars.
a nice Tim Allen.
Allen.
Takes a nice Tim Allen to turn into a dog.
What movie is that?
The Shaggy Dog.
Never seen it.
He turns into a dog.
Tim the Toolman Taylor
Tim the Toolman Taylor
turns into a dog. That's a show from my childhood.
That's my new filler for whenever we have a lull. The Tim Allen grunt. He made so much. Did you know he went to prison?
What?
He went to prison before, so he came up with the idea for that show for Home Improvement in prison.
Wow.
He was arrested for possession and intent to sell of like 2 pounds of cocaine.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. So he was like in prison for like 6 years, something like that, for like a felony amount of cocaine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Which shout out to that lawyer that got him 6 years. Then he came
and
up,
he's white too.
Yeah. But then he came up with the idea for Home Improvement in prison. And so you know the neighbor? Like where you never see his face?
Yeah.
And how he's always like, well, you know, the Thessalonians really thought about, you know, like they're doing like this whole philosophical thing.
Yeah.
Tim Allen has a degree in philosophy, and he wrote all those lines in and made that character say those things.
Nice.
So he could be like, see, I'm not just the funny man, I'm smart too.
Dude, that guy.
He
plays all angles.
Mm-hmm.
He plays comedy. He plays philosophy.
I want to meet him. I think he's great.
He plays prison.
He
plays cocaine.
I want to see what his arrest was for.
I mean,
I know what it was for. I mean, I want to see the exact.
Like what he was charged with?
Yeah.
Not like, okay. Like
it
pulled
doesn't
over
show
for
up.
speeding or...
It doesn't show up like right away.
It has been buried
he
by
got
the deep
cocaine
state.
charges in his early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a way to start. Did that start his career?
He was caught at the Kalamazoo/Battle Creek International Airport with over 650 grams of cocaine, which is like a pound, 1.2 pounds or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Because that's half a kilogram, and so it's like 1.2 pounds.
I mean, that's a lot, but that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But then again, like that's a lot of like I don't do hard drugs.
Yeah.
And I've never held hard drugs, so I don't know how much a pound is. But a pound is a lot, though.
I'm gonna end up on a list for this.
Why, for Googling all that stuff?
For Googling the price of cocaine.
The thing is, like, you're already on a list, Paul.
I'm well aware.
You're on telemarketers' lists. You're on scammers' lists. You're on the government's list. Might as well be on everybody's list at this point.
This is marijuana.
You could be on my list.
List of what?
I don't know. What do you want my list to be about? Like people called Paul. People I do a podcast with. People I'm gonna rob blind. People I'm gonna like bake a cherry pie.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
What kind of comment is that?
A comment that I read on this website.
Oh. Levi's just spouting all this random garbage, and then cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell.
Are you making a statement? Do you think I'm on cocaine?
AddictionCenter.com says, technically...
Just tell it to my face.
Technically,
Just say it to my face.
A gram of cocaine can be broken down into 10 lines or about 25 bumps or hits. Though people abuse cocaine at different rates depending on their addiction and tolerance to its effects. I do cocaine recreationally in the
That's not what I was saying, but okay.
Users usually use up to about 5 grams per day. Each year, this kind of cocaine addiction would cost up to $170,000.
All right.
Though most spend much less. So if you did 5 grams a day...
And that's like a wicked, like it's
that's
an
like
insane
that's
hangover too, right?
No, it's not a hangover. It's more like you wake up with the taste of batteries in your mouth and you want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like a headache. It's just like you wake up depressed because it's so much of an upper that when you don't have it anymore, you're just sad.
Which is why people do 5 grams a day.
I mean, if you can afford $170,000 in coke a year, it's like
nice.
It's like $80 a gram.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So he had $52,000 worth of cocaine on him when he got arrested.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cocaine.
That's so much. Is it really $80 a gram? I want to know how much.
I mean, even if it's $20 a gram.
By the way, this is based on Addiction Center's numbers. If I do it based on,
like, even if it was $20 a gram, Paul, like that was like $12,000.
Oh, it's like $60 a gram.
So I mean, that's still like $40,000.
Yeah, it's still like $45,000.
Easy street money. That's podcast money right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, just join us on patreon.com/Lake City Variety, and you can just give us our cocaine money, please.
I mean, we're not going to do cocaine with it.
I won't do cocaine at all, but
Elliot will.
It's the bit that counts.
I'm kidding. He won't.
Elliot wouldn't do cocaine.
Elliot's going to run for a campaign office, and so we can't say he does cocaine. He's never done drugs.
Yeah. He has not done drugs.
Other than prescriptions prescribed to him.
Yes, and he's done prescription glasses too.
I used to do prescription glasses. Man, I was hooked on prescription glasses, but I finally kicked that addiction.
Dude, I don't see the reason. I don't see the reason to.
You can't see the reason to.
I don't see the.
You can't see it.
I don't see the reason.
You can't see the reason to get rid of it.
I love prescription glasses so much.
Prescription glasses. You're on.
I'm just absolutely spaced it every day.
You haven't kicked your glasses addiction yet?
I haven't kicked my glasses addiction.
You should do what I did. I went to rehab for glasses addiction.
No, I don't want to go.
You got to go.
I don't want to go.
It's in the cities. It's like $5,000.
Paul, I don't want to go.
They fix you up in a weekend and you're fine.
No, I want to keep my addiction.
It's like $3,000.
I love wearing glasses.
I doubt it so much. You know what it's like to be able to wear sunglasses now?
You just buy prescription
to get
sunglasses.
No.
I love. Give me more. I want more lenses.
My glasses addiction. Can we buy the cool bus, please? Listen.
If you
fans,
guys,
listen,
anonymous
we love
donor,
you guys listening to our show, even just the regular show.
If you give us $5,000,
but if you went on Patreon and gave us $5,000, we will record in the cool bus in the 2022
with you in it. You can join us for that bonus episode in the cool bus. Are you kidding me? If they buy us a freaking cool bus, Paul, we're gonna record an episode.
I mean, if one person gives us $5,000,
absolutely.
Yeah, if you give us $5,000, you can buy your way into the show. I don't care. That's what it is.
Amen
per slot.
To that.
It's one cool bus per slot. You have to buy us a cool bus to get on the show. I really hope it runs.
I mean, if a second person gives us $5,000, we're buying like studio mics, like really good mics.
I mean, I think the first $5,000 we're given is like good mics.
No, we just said the first 5,000 was the cool bus.
Listen,
it's a business expense.
The mics that I want to get for the studio are about $430 a piece. I want to get at least 4 of them so that way we can have a guest and have them have a good mic. So I want to spend about $1,700 just on microphones. Then we need to buy stands for them, and you can either go mounted boom arms, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so, we're looking at maybe another like $30 a piece.
So, I mean, if you're spending 4, isn't that bad?
Yeah, 4 isn't that bad. So it's, another $120. Then I need to get some nice foam around the studio so we can get rid of our reverb. So we can actually turn up our gain so you don't have to, like, kill yourself trying to listen to us.
That's true.
Yeah.
We don't have that terrible amount of reverb, though.
It's not as bad as it could be, but that's because my walls are, like, textured.
Yeah,
so it traps the sound very well.
That's very true.
Yeah. If my walls were smooth, then it would be a bigger problem. But since they're textured, it's okay.
Yeah.
Also, I was trying to hang pictures today because my landlord said I can put holes in the wall.
Nice.
And it bent every nail. The wall is so thick, it bent every nail I tried. I bent 9 nails trying to hang a picture.
I bet Excalibur is in here somewhere.
My house is made out of Excalibur.
You could pull Excalibur out of the walls.
Anyway, so the goal is to spend like $2,000 on like completely redoing the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Which, thanks for that first little bit because we got the new editing rig, which actually makes my life so much easier. Being able to like completely edit together audio files and having it like render and compress itself in 5 seconds to 55 seconds, depending on how long it is
not bad at all.
Huge. You being able to do that is huge. Being able to upload like at a ridiculous speed because the internet that you guys afforded for us, that's huge.
Very huge.
Yeah, like we appreciate everything you guys have given, but like the goal is we can do more. We want to deliver the best quality content that we can. I mean, jokes wise, you're going to get some stinkers every once in a while. We've had a couple episodes that are kind of poo-poo. And then there's this one.
Maybe those are your favorite episodes.
Maybe those are your favorite ones, the ones where it's just,
kind of straight
But
trash.
then every once in a while, Levi brings up his crippling glasses addiction.
It's not crippling. I can deal with
it's
it,
crippling.
okay?
Take 'em
I'm
off.
a high-functioning addict. I'm a high-functioning...
Take them off.
I'll take...
Take them off.
I can take them off whenever I want.
Take them off and read that.
Paul, I can take them off whenever I want. I can take them off whenever I want.
Take them off
I don't want to take them off right now. I don't want to take them off right now.
Take them off right now.
I don't want to.
Please.
I can take them off whenever I want.
I'll give you $100 to take them off right now and be able to read that.
But I don't want to take them off right now, Paul.
I'm sending you to rehab.
I'm not going to rehab.
That's not a. Oh, do you want to go to rehab? You're going.
I'm not going to rehab.
You're going. Listen,
you can't force me to go to rehab.
$3,000. We shove a laser in Levi's eyes and fix him permanently.
No, I don't want to go to rehab. Don't give me $3,000. Actually, please give me $3,000.
You can't continue the bit. You can't continue the bit through that. You were doing so well before that. Come on.
But I just love my addiction so much. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Listen, I only do coke like every other day.
Look, coke is... you can do coke if you want. I do glasses. Like
I do glasses.
But you shouldn't do coke. I'm sending you to rehab. All right, if you guys give me $15,000, I'll send Paul to rehab for coke because that's actually the cost of full treatment rehab.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really expensive. Which is usually why the
Hey, Carly.
Usually why the county pays for it.
Yeah.
Depending on where you live.
That's great.
Or the government of Portugal does if you live in Portugal.
I live there.
We live in Portugal?
I live in Spain without the A.
Spin?
Yeah, I live in Spain.
You live in Spin? You think me doing glasses is a problem when you can't spell?
I live in Spin.
Oh my gosh. I live in Spin.
I live in Spain with I live in Spin, but with two C's, an L, a Y, and an E.
I live in Frank. I live in Germ.
You live in Germ?
England.
England. I live in England.
I live in England.
Where are you from? England, America?
England, America. The alt history.
The alternate history of England, America. The place that was forever a colony and never a colonizer. Why are you doing the Soviet anthem?
That's the only anthem I have memorized.
What about, our anthem?
I would need someone to start it for me.
Oh. Hey, Carly. Welcome. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Nice.
How is bell ringing?
We didn't get our kettle and our bells till 30 minutes in, so that was nice. We just sat there.
That's kind of rough.
That's really rough. Yeah, that's awkward. Well, I'm glad you're home. Did you pick up the groceries that I asked? You did? Oh, okay.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Now we have Top the Tater.
Top the Tater is good. I never knew about Top the Tater until I was a senior in college.
What? How'd you live?
I didn't know until I was 21 years old.
How did you enjoy
22?
your Ruffles? You didn't eat your Ruffles plain, did you?
I never really ate a lot of Ruffles growing up.
What was that, babe? Huh? Yeah, what'd you put on a baked potato?
Like salsa and sour
What?
cream.
What?
Yeah. Like cheese.
Salsa?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Salsa's
You're
great
joking,
on
right?
potatoes. I'm not joking.
You're joking.
It was one of our meals growing up was my mom would bake a bunch of potatoes and we'd throw sour cream and salsa on it. Some cheese.
I feel bad for your
maybe
childhood.
Salt and pepper, maybe some butter. Oh, it was great.
I don't believe you.
Still one of my favorite meals.
I don't believe you.
I love potatoes so much. Also, going back to my childhood, the reason I like spice as much as I do is because way back in the day, we didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so my mom would make rice and beans a lot. And I absolutely hated it as a 3-4-year-old.
Yeah.
And could barely eat it. And so I'd put hot sauce on it as a young child.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's where, and I love hot sauce to this day. Also rice and beans.
So what was your favorite growing up poor meal?
Poor meal?
Yeah, what was your favorite growing up poor meal?
Growing up poor meal. I mean, ooh, that's a hard question. Probably, you can't put me on the spot like this.
I can, and I did.
I mean, now I would say rice and beans because I like it a lot. Probably a box. Ooh, maybe a canned ravioli.
A canned ravioli. I've done. I can't say I've ever in my life.
Chef Boyardee's canned ravioli.
Never once have I had a canned ravioli.
It's actually when you actually sit down and process it emotionally, it's really bad. But also, Chef Boyardee raviolis, very good.
You know, Chef Boyardee was a real guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from Ohio.
Nice. Just like Colonel Sanders was a real guy.
Yeah, he was an actual colonel.
Yeah, Kentucky colonel.
He was a Kentucky colonel.
Did
we talk about that?
Possibly.
We might have. Yeah, Kentucky colonel. There's you can still become one.
You have to
be recommended by other colonels.
By another colonel. Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of my dreams is to become colonel.
I would love to be.
I almost said my last name on the podcast. That would have been funny.
You should say it. It's a good last name.
It is a good last name.
But they would get your ethnicity completely wrong if you said it.
That is true. Although I do live in the right part of the state to be that ethnicity.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ever go into that cultural club at UMD and they just say, no, that's not your last name. You're lying to us?
What?
Did you ever go there?
Like the Intercultural Center?
Yeah, but like for that culture that your last name sounds like.
Like Ojibwe?
Yeah.
No, I've
because
never,
they would probably just go, you're lying.
I've never gone in there and declared my last name. They would also like given like usually how Ojibwe people like name stuff, I would probably actually have an Ojibwe like last name, like, you know, it'd be my last name is but in Ojibwe.
Yeah.
Although my last name is very English. It's an English last name.
I mean, it's in English.
No, it is.
Oh,
my
yeah,
dad has traced our family to England.
Yeah.
So
it just sounds very Ojibwe.
It sounds Native American, but it is
not. But it's not.
Although I am 1/8 Cherokee Indian,
which means nothing in the realm of like what
in like the way that my like life has been lived. Like I've experienced none of the pain and sorrow of like the indigenous people, and so
yeah.
Like,
but also none of the benefits of being one either.
I mean, like there are benefits for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard.
Yeah. But you could also argue that the benefits make it harder.
That's possibly true.
Yeah. That's a good conversation I had with someone that was Ojibwe. Where it's like their parents and they grew up like refusing those benefits.
Sure.
And so they worked a little bit like they like pushed themselves. I'm not saying that you don't push yourself if you have benefits, but I mean, if you were just like, no matter what, I'm getting a check, would you work as hard? If
Probably
I told you no matter what, you're going to get a paycheck, would you work as hard? Like guaranteed you're going to have money.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because like if I was like, oh, guaranteed I'm going to have like $400 a week, yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to sit at home. And that's like, you know, that's my very deep down low, like that's my flaw is that I wouldn't push myself if I was just like, yeah, I could just like make that. I mean, like,
just live.
I wouldn't get like a full-time job. I would get like, I would try to do other things to like supplement that,
mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't get like, I'm not working 40 hours a week if I'm getting $400 a week no matter what.
Yeah, and I don't know what that number is, but like
I don't know what it is. I just throw out a number just to throw out a number.
And 400 might be a bit high, but also like that's held in tension with like the fact that we stole all their land.
Yep.
Killed lots of.
What are you talking about? They
got
the beads for it.
Yeah, and then we'd refuse to pay the beads to them.
Yeah.
And then they'd rebel against us, and we'd kill them, and then take more of their stuff because they rebelled against us because we wouldn't give them their stuff.
And then we make them walk to Oklahoma.
So we're, gosh.
Hey,
freaking Oklahoma.
At least we're not Canadians. At least we didn't do to them what the Canadians did to them. 'Cause yikes.
I don't actually know what that is.
It's like 3 times worse than anything we ever did, and they did it all the time.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Like to the point where Canada's like, yeah, we'll just do a land acknowledgement before any event held on Canadian soil.
Our university has a land acknowledgement, actually.
Before anything? Or what?
Not before anything, but there's a few of them up that like kind of explain like how how does it go? Most like public universities were funded because of land that was taken from indigenous tribes. And so that's what a land acknowledgement usually is about, is that like the original like funding or the current funding of the university is based off of the land that was sold.
How Canada committed genocide against indigenous peoples.
What a light topic for the last minute of our podcast.
For the last minute of the episode?
Sorry about the downer, guys. We went from like absolute bit city to like some real talk. You gonna?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the
like
points.
A Cliff Notes
the best.
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to find. So anyway, here's the Cliff Notes of it. The prohibited acts or omissions. So the slow death, meaning like, no, you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do this. But like your race of people isn't allowed to do this. An intent to destroy. So it's like a very defined intent of like, well, like you know how in let's just go to the book of Esther for a moment.
Okay.
You are allowed to attack the Jews, and the Jews will be arrested if they fight back. That was in the book of Esther. That was like what Haman proclaimed.
Yep.
That's what Canada did to the indigenous people.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Yeah. It's like, well, you're allowed to kill any indigenous person on your land, and if they fight back, the state will kill them.
And honestly, it's all your land, too.
Yeah. And then
and they didn't have an Esther in Canada.
They didn't have an Esther. They didn't have some nice native woman marry the King of England. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because that would be let's say you become, like the most powerful person in Canada. Like the Queen of Canada.
Yeah.
All right.
Which there is a current Queen of Canada.
There is a current Queen of Canada. There's a current Queen of Australia as well. Same person, actually.
Yeah.
Did you know it's the same person?
I know. I know.
Wow.
Even though they hold anything except ceremonial power. Or they
nope,
hold nothing
do have... The only power they do have left is the ability to declare war.
For that country?
They are the only person in that country to declare war, able to declare war. They can't do it in an active parliament. She is the only person that can just go, we're at war.
That's a nice meme right there.
It's the only power that's held.
That's a nice
So
meme.
at any point, she could just go, Germany, round 3.
All the old guys were coming back.
All of us. All the 97-year-old World War II veterans are back.
Although, I feel like, well, they did leave the EU, so maybe there's some bad blood.
Yeah.
Something bad, but...
All right. And we're done. Catch us on the bonus episode later today. Anyway, bye. Lake City Variety is a product of us, with our intro and outro written by Mia. You can give her a follow on Instagram at Mia_art_1391. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week.
Just 3 guys who are sitting on a couch and they're recording a podcast.